terror dome. Bucka. Rock your hard hat black as you in the terror dome. Bucka. Rock your hard hat black as you in the terror dome. Rock your hard hat black as you in the terror dome. Bucka. Rock your hard hat black as you in the terror dome. Bucka.
All right. Good evening, Who Dat Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. It's the host CB. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. I know everybody just getting off work. Time to chill, relax, enjoy some TV, and listen to your Saints podcasters preview the upcoming matchup versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is the host CB. My co-host Uptown should be coming in pretty soon. Shout out to him. I was listening to him earlier. He had got on and was talking about something very serious. I won't get too much into it today. We won't get too much into it because he pretty much, said what he said, and I mean it was just facts. I'm not gonna chirp too much on the, on the Derek Carr situation, but basically Uptown said everything that, everything how I feel. Said the same thing. I see Uptown now. My dog in the building. Uptown, what's good with you, fam?
Can you hear me?
You turn the mic
Can
up
you
a
hear me?
little bit more. Yeah, we
Can
got
you
you.
hear me? Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear
we
me?
got you now, fam.
Okay, what's going on, fam?
Not fam.
I heard you. I think I came in. You telling them that you were just so frustrated. I had to. I held it down though for you, fam. I held it down.
Yeah. Basically, everything you said, I stand on that 10 toes. It really ain't no need to, for me to go into discussion. I will just say this, and then we can get into tonight's show. Get to the chat. Um, if you had guys like P. Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, um, and some of these other great quarterbacks playing in this system right now, and this is just my opinion, and I believe it's facts, they would not have the same numbers as Derek Carr that Derek Carr has right now. Regardless of all the play calling, yeah, we know P on some bullshit with the play calling and stuff, but some shit it just come down to your skill set. Some stuff you just gotta make things shake. Those guys see the field. Everybody see the field different. Just like Taysom Hill wide open, in the red zone example, you was bringing earlier. Um, those type of quarterbacks, it would be better numbers. Now, I'm not saying that we'd be an elite, yeah, because the play caller has to get better and stuff. But when it come down to it, man, if the QB is really like that, he gonna find ways to make things shape. Whether it's taking off when nothing is open versus standing like a statue back there. If you got the ability to get out the pocket and get a few yards with your feet, that's what great QBs will do. Your guys like your Jalen Hurts and top tier quarterbacks. But I don't want to make that top of the show tonight. I just wanted to put that
Yeah.
out there. We can go
Well,
ahead
I
and get
said all I had to say earlier, so I ain't got nothing else to say about that.
to
Um,
facts. So let's
yeah.
go ahead and get to the chat, man. Shout out to Miss Tar in the building. Shout out to
T
you.
Mama, shout out to T Mama.
See, we got Elite Goods in the building. Shout out.
My man Trav, Rose City. What's going on? What's up, Junior? What's happening?
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in to the chat.
We got
Any
Daniel Berry.
comments will
Shout
be
out Daniel Berry.
posted.
Okay,
Okay,
I
so
guess that's about
basically,
everybody, huh?
yeah, it's a lot of people rolling in. Shout out to all of y'all. Can't name everybody, but your comments will get put up. So basically, what we're gonna do tonight, we're gonna preview upcoming matchup versus Jacksonville Jaguars. The final injury report just came out. I know on the Saints end, like I just got notification, so we'll look at that together, and you guys can put in the comment, who will not be playing for us. I believe I know Jawan is one of the guys. Ramchek is one of the guys. Who else?
Yeah, I
I
didn't
know
expect
Ram
Ram
is
to play.
out. James Hurst is out, so that's three. So
So what about the other dude, Landon Young? Is he still out too?
I'm not exactly sure what Landon Young, but I know far
Because
as what
if Landon Young is out, then we're gonna have problems at tackle.
right. So okay, so we get into the injuries. Once we hit each side, so you guys know how we get down. We're gonna start with one side versus their side. Let's just start with our offense. Let's start with our offense versus their defense. Since the offense is the hot topic. Um, just a few numbers on the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. Their pass defense is ranked dead last in the whole NFL. Now you hear me saying this. Their defense is ranked dead last. Their pass defense is ranked dead last in the whole NFL. So if we're unable to take advantage of their backfield, then shit should be made. These next 10 days we got off after Thursday. I just started at that. So Uptown, what's your thoughts on our offense going up against this 32nd ranked pass defense? Their run defense is ranked 6th in the league, so they good at stopping the run. So that means whose hands is it gonna be in? Derek Carr's hands. He threw what 50 times last week, so I'm pretty sure the number
Mm-hmm.
will be high again. If their defense supposedly numbers they're looking weak, then that means we're gonna be attacking in the air. So it's gonna start with Derek Carr and company. So Uptown, what's your takeaway? How you think we're gonna be looking this week?
I'm gonna tell you, just like I was saying earlier, bro. I got a funny feeling, bro. See, this is the kind of game they will win. You know what I'm saying? Back up against the wall. You know, it reminds me of the time when we had lost the game and stuff right before we played New England. That's what this reminds me of. Right before we played New England. They backed us up against the wall. They came out and they beat New England 34-0. They back up against the wall now. I don't know how the final injury report went with Trevor Lawrence, because I was hearing that he may miss the game. You know, this is the kind of game that they will win. And then they have everybody thinking that we didn't righted the ship. We didn't right a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, you know, I don't even know what to think about this, to be honest with you, bro, because I don't know what we're going to have on this offensive line, because regardless of how weak some people is in the secondary, if our O-line, you know, ain't decent enough, you know, that's going to be moot. You know how Derek Carr loved to hold on to the ball. So, I don't know, bro. I'm going to be 100 with you, man. This game right here is a total enigma to me right now. You know, I do expect the defense. I think the defense is going to play, even though they played pretty, I think the second half of that game, they played their ass off last week. Yes, they did, you know. I think they're going to come out ready to play and all that kind of stuff. But it's going to be difficult going throughout the rest of the season, CB, man, because this offense, man, is a total enigma. I don't know, bro. Like, you know, you would think that because, you know, all the stuff that went on, that they would pay more attention to detail and tighten stuff up, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But I thought they would have did that last week. So all I can say is that this sounds like one of the type of games that they will win. You know, don't ask me to explain this with the X's and the O's, man, because I can't explain it, CB, you know, with the X's and the O's, because we don't know who the hell we are. You know, I don't know what kind of team we are, man. I don't know if we're a running team, a passing team, a finesse team, a power team. I don't know who we are, CB. So it's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard for me to go on, you know, not only this game, but throughout the rest of the season, you know, because this offense can't be trusted. They just cannot be trusted. Who are we, CB? Who we are, bro? Who we are?
I had no clue. I do know we got key players out there. I do know that. I mean, we have AK, we got Mike, Alave. He can get like that. You know, he played better last week. I mean, we got guys that can get the ball, but like I said, this start with number 4. You know, he done had time in the pocket, and he still didn't make nothing shake with it, whether with his feet or through the air. So that's something that he got to work on himself. But I'm kind of with you, man. Like I really, it's tough to break it down because you really don't know what you're gonna get. I mean, now as far as like the outcome of the game, I do believe that we're gonna win this game. But just far as like where's the team at offensively, I still think I just think they need to make a change after tomorrow. I mean, unfortunately tomorrow they might get something going, and then they're gonna keep Pete, and then it's gonna revert back. But it's kind of like we just up and down. One game we show up, one game we don't. The Raiders last year, we shut out the Raiders. Just because we done that don't mean that showed potential of what our team could be. Even last season, we were supposed to be better than the 7-10 record. That wasn't who the New Orleans Saints was. And this year, damn sure, it's not who we are. We're not a 3-3 ball club. We shouldn't be hanging around the 500 mark. That's not our ceiling. We're supposed to be up there with Detroit and San Fran to keep it a buck. We could have took care of business in Tampa Bay. That's the game where Derek Carr had the most time in the pocket and he didn't do nothing with it. So really, all of these games, we had a chance.
You see, CB, that's what I was telling Hoodie Jew earlier, bro. Derek Carr knew he was not healthy that game. You know, and I think that what he did is that he hurt us. You know, he came out there, he wasn't healthy, and that ended up hurting us. That was detrimental to the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, I can sit down here and put on the Fruit black and gold glasses. You know what I'm saying? And say this, that, and the third. And I agree with you too, what you said earlier. I do feel like we're gonna win this game. You understand? But I don't want us winning this game to mean that Pete has solved all the problems and all this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the issue at all, bro. You know, I mean, as a matter of fact, it's getting worse now. It's getting worse, CB. Now you hear players and stuff talking about other players and stuff in the locker room and all this kind of stuff, bro. You understand? When it gets like that, bro, that means shit done hit the fan, bro. You understand? And that means that coaching, whoever is the leader of this team, man, the coach, you understand? He has lost control. He has lost the culture of the team. You know, because like, and then the person who I'm hearing, you know, who I'm hearing that's BSing around, I'm really, that disturbs me, and I'm bothered by that. I'm really bothered by that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because Olave wasn't doing none of this. We didn't see none of this from Olave, man, last season, and he played with worse quarterbacks. And I know people say, well, he was a rookie and all that, this, that, and the third, man. But let's keep it real. I think in that first game, man, he was barely targeted, if I'm not mistaken. I think he had maybe 4 or 5 targets. Then there was one game and stuff, he wasn't targeted all the first half, and then had a few targets in the second half. All these people out here, man, even people who content makers, talking all this stuff, bro, about Olave, but they not understanding how Olave should be feeling about it. If we agree, because everybody agree on how it's looking, he's wide receiver 1. If you wide receiver 1, you should be getting the bulk of the targets. And it's not like this man can't get open. That man run every route in the damn route tree. You understand? And that man been getting open since he came to New Orleans.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's a combination of play calling, and it's a combination, I think, of Derek Carr not, looking his way as much as he's supposed to. So I don't say, bro, like, I really don't know, bro. This whole thing is an enigma. This offense don't look nothing like we envisioned it looking. And that's for 2 years straight now, CB, now. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think we going to win the game, but I don't know how we going to win the game, bro. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, yeah, it makes perfect sense. And honestly, if Trevor Lawrence play, I know we're going to get on the defensive side, but if Trevor Lawrence play, he can use his feet. I mean, he's not no top tier QB scrambler, but he get out the pocket and get yards with his feet. So if that's the case and he plays tomorrow, it could be one of them heart racing type of games where it's coming down to I mean, I still think we're gonna handle business as far as getting the W, but I think he gonna put that pressure on it. That's just how I'm feeling, man. I think that's what's gonna happen.
We gonna have them kind of games all season, CB. Just prepare, Saints fans, WDN. Just prepare for that, man. Those are the kind of games we're gonna have all season. Cause it's 6 games in, bro, and I truly believe 6 games in, more than 1/3 of the season is gone. This is who you are. This is who you are. I mean, and I said something earlier, and I don't want to get too far with nothing, you know. We're gonna have to do in the next couple of years, man. We're gonna have to do some drastic stuff. You know what I'm saying? And for a couple of years, man, we're gonna have to bite the bullet, man, and do bad for a couple of years, man, until we get our weight back up. Because this ain't working, bro. This not working. You understand? All this trying to stay competitive and stay, you know, this, that, and the third, and all that, man. The only thing we doing is we taking on high-ass salaries from people, man. We keep signing these high-ass free agents and all that. We keep giving people money and stuff when they haven't properly earned the money. And we getting ourselves into some BS, bro. We're gonna have to dump all these salaries, these big name salaries, get rid of some of these veterans, man. And we're gonna have to do bad for a couple of years. Yeah. Understand what I'm saying? Until we get our weight back up. In a minute, we're gonna have to do to get up in the draft to get us a little young quarterback. We're gonna have to do something like that. And to all those who think that something is wrong with that, if you're looking at what's going on, bro, if you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a team. Period.
I'm gonna give it to the midway point. What you saying is absolutely, yeah, that should be the route. You know, if this is what is concluded on the offensive end, if this is what our offense is going to look like, why have all these pieces? Why have all these big salaries? Like you saying, if this is what the ceiling, if this is the result we're getting, I mean, as far as Derek Carr, I don't know how long he can really be attached to us contractually wise, you know, for him not hurting the salary cap. I think we got to keep him at least maybe 3 years.
This season. No, we got to keep him this season and next season, and then the season after that, we can get rid of him. But
after year 2,
this season and next season, yeah, we gonna have to. We got to eat that, unless we find a trade partner, something like that. You know, in the process. Otherwise, we got to eat that. Now,
and by the way, we're not saying tank or nothing like
that. Man.
We're not talking about tanking or nothing like that. I'm just saying and this is, you know, CB, I'm gonna give it to the halfway point. If our offense is still looking like this by the halfway point, I agree with what Upchild said. I mean, we may need to do that, because if average is the farthest we're gonna get with this offensive unit, and saying, you know, the O-line, and man, it's if you really like that, you gonna make something shake. As far as like your O coordinator, I think that can determine, you know, as far as your rankings, you know, as an offense as a whole in the league. But it's no reason why, regardless of Derek Carr can audible out of the certain stuff. I thought he had command of the offense, because when Breeze was there, Breeze was kill. You heard that a lot of the times throughout ball games. So I'm saying, if it's something he ain't really feeling, I don't know if he got full control like they say he do, or where he can kill, and, you know, go by what he see, audible into something that, you know, he see will work. That's what I mean. Breeze was doing. That's what Breeze was doing. Breeze wasn't just sitting here being a puppet to every single call that was getting called into his helmet on the radio. Nah, he killed some of that and went with by what he seen, what he felt could get us success on that play, and it worked a lot of the times. So there, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the play calling, yeah, absolutely, we on Pete's ass, absolutely. But when it really come down to it, if the QB like that, if we had Patrick Mahomes, we would not be at this point. I promise you, we would not be at this point. Now, probably what we at be, could it be like, you know, could we have been better and stuff? Maybe that conversation, it probably would, but we would not be averaging 17 points a freaking game on offense, averaging 1.9 touchdowns a game. Like, we're not even averaging 2 TDs a game for the season.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just facts. I mean, that's facts. If you a dog, you gonna make it shake. You gonna audible at the line. If you not feeling what play call came through in your helmet, you gonna audible that at the line. Facts.
I was told that Derek Carr, that part of the reason why Derek Carr came to the Saints is because he was supposedly stripped of that ability underneath Josh McDaniels. And he claimed that that's why he suffered and had the bad season that he had, because he didn't have the ability, to go to the line and change up stuff. And I was told that he came to us, specifically because we was willing to give him that power, to do that.
That's facts.
And like all those and stuff you mentioned, man, his line kept changing because of what the line was like. He still was making plays. Now I'm gonna say something like you said earlier, bro. You was talking about the plays, right? CB, you was talking about the play calling, right? Now, I dare say this, right? In those series of those last 4 plays, you understand? I want people to go back and check those out, right? He had Taysom Hill open twice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, regardless, like,
think you went out, Uptown.
I can't say twice. I'm gonna put it like that. Okay? Even though the same damn play, same formation and everything, it worked twice to get Taysom open in the middle of the field. And he failed to see him. One of them could have been a for sure touchdown, and one of them I know that we would have been at least at the 5-yard line or something like that, inside the 5. That's why I urge everybody to go back and look at it and see what I'm talking about. So him coming back on the sideline, yelling and screaming and shit and all that, man, that was just some theatrics to try and throw off the fact, man, that you just did what the hell you just did. You understand?
Right.
So we right now we got a bad hand right now. We got a piss poor play caller. We got a coach that is garbage. You understand? The man is 18 and 41 lifetime. We got a quarterback that's average. But everything else we got on the damn team is good. You understand? With the exception of the O-line, of course. And I don't even know, man, you know what I'm saying, if the O-line troubles ain't related to coaching as well. You know what I'm saying? So, we're in a bad position right now, bro. Now, boy, I tell you one thing, right? If we stink it up tomorrow, and then Dennis decides that he doesn't want to make any changes or nothing like that at the play call or something like that, then that would show me right there that Dennis Allen should be fired at the end of the season, regardless of what goes on. Because you're gonna step your ass in front of the podium and you're gonna talk about players, and if the players don't do this, that, and the third, well, we're gonna find other players, to replace them. Dude, what about your damn coaches?
Facts.
What about your coaches who've been stinking it up, bro? So that's why I can see how he can lose the locker room. You understand? I mean, you talking about replacing us and demoting us, and you did demote Trevor. You understand? But everybody know Peter's stinking it up. And you came out and said that you would not demote Pete. And you said if demoting Pete, in the middle of the season like that, I don't
think Uptown had some technical difficulties. But yeah, basically what he was saying was facts. DA gonna make that statement, saying that, about replacing people. He got to stand on that with his coaches as well. So, like I said, tomorrow, if we don't get things right on offense, man, we definitely gotta. Pete definitely got to be out the door, and then we know Derek Carr, he's stuck to us, so we're gonna have to roll with him. I mean, that's just what it is with the Derek Carr. But yeah, the OC, we definitely got to get rid of that. And as far as how the offensive line gonna look tomorrow, just read Ramczyk is out, James Hurst is out, so Trevor Penning will be back out there. Hopefully, Trevor Penning can get it together. He's young, I'm not concluding, he's not a finished product just yet. He's still young, but he still got to get it together. Now, all this physical, bullshit. I ain't gonna say bullshit because we were seeing it in practice and stuff, but all this physical stuff they were saying, once he put hands on you, it's over. Well, the running game, you having that opportunity to put your paws on the defensive end. You're not dancing with the defensive end pass blocking you, and you getting blown up on running plays. So at some point, I mean, you gotta sit and watch. Like I don't understand what's going on, with his run blocking, but I don't know who gonna be out there. I'm pretty sure Andrews Pete gonna be out there. Andrews Pete and Trevor. I don't know who gonna be the other right tackle, but they gonna have to get it right. I think Peter be at right tackle and Max Garcia will be at left guard.
And let's keep it real too, CB. I was told. Let's remember what we was told. Let's stick to what we was told. I was told that that they were so enamored with Trevor because Trevor showed out at the Senior Bowl. You heard me? That he showed out at the Senior Bowl, not because of the good tape they saw on him. They ain't say nothing about no good tape. It's because that was the thing, that Trevor Penning played well at the Senior Bowl. I don't know what's going on with the scouting department, with the New Orleans Saints lately within the last 4 to 5 years, maybe even the last 6 years if you think about it. Right? But somebody ain't doing scouting worth the damn. Not worth the damn going on around here. That's why I'm like, I'm out on Mickey, bro. I'm starting to be out on Mickey too. As a matter of fact, I am out on him because I think we need to get rid of him and everybody else that had anything to do with the old regime and get new head, get some new blood and some fresh ideas. Because go ahead, CB.
No, I was just gonna say with Mickey because that'll be. A lot of Saints fans believe he's a exceptional GM, which he is, and knowing how to work the salary cap and bringing pieces in. But the main position, you ain't addressing that. These major positions, you're not addressing that. Now, he good at knowing how to work the salary cap, get guys in, but I mean, at this point, you see your main project ain't getting it done, which is the head coach.
What have you done for me lately? Is what you have you done for me lately, bro. Let's look at our last few picks. Remember, we moved up in the draft to get Marcus Davenport, bro. You understand what I'm saying? We gave up draft assets to draft him, and he was a bust. We got Payton Turner, right? Payton Turner is looking like a Buster Rhymes. That's a Buster bust. I don't care what nobody say. Payton Turner is a bust, right? Then you got Caesar, right? Caesar struggled. He's struggling this season. That was another first round pick that you had right there, right? I don't think that he worked. He's not warranted of the pick. Well, Caesar played. Caesar should have been selected third. Old Trevor. And this is on your watch, Mickey. This is on your watch. You see? So I'm like, who has we been, I mean, we talking lately, recently. Who have we hit on? We hit on Olavi. I'm talking to the first round. I'm being specific about the first round. Only Olavi lately. Just Olavi lately. You understand? Everybody else ain't worked out like that. And we need to stop it. We really need to stop drafting linemen in the first round. Yeah, I see it. Because historically, when we draft linemen in the later rounds, they be better. Damn near every first round. Oh, I know who I forgot to mention in that whole little soliloquy. I forgot to mention one Ryan Ramczyk, who we drafted too, number one. Now he's looking like everybody else now. He's looking like just a guy. I thought that he was on the road to having a Hall of Fame career. But now he looked just like a guy, just one of the guys. Facts. And another thing too, Mickey. Everybody you done gave the bag to recently have played like shit. Am I lying? The only person that looked like so far that got a bag that looked like they playing now is Carl Granderson. But we got to see how that play out throughout the course of the season. Everybody else, right. You gave Caesar a bag right before the season started, and you didn't even have to do that. You could have waited and stuff like you say you was going to wait to see how he was going to do this season and give him a bag. But no, you gave him a bag. When Ram got his bag, Ram ain't been the same since he got the bag. I don't know what the hell. Three of our five linemen. Eric McCoy, he's considered a top 10 center in the league. Ramczyk supposedly still supposed to be this all-pro right tackle. And then Caesar, you giving him a bag, so you looking at him like he's a good O-line. So we shouldn't be having issues for the most part. I mean, I know what was standing out was getting that edge rush and then our left guard, but they've been getting whooped too. So it ain't just. Man, I mean, obviously, like Trevor Penn and stuff stands out. CB, they been getting their shit pushed in. Are you kidding me? Boy, everybody on that line been getting their ass kicked all season. That includes Eric.
Right.
Eric is the reason why Derek got hurt. He missed the whole route. He didn't even get a finger on old dude. You understand? Everybody on this offensive line been getting. Man, I saw Caesar get bull rushed by a damn linebacker. Are you kidding me? And he just got a bag. And he got bull rushed by a linebacker. Come on, bro. These boys ain't it, bro. This ain't it. They not it, bro. They not it. they not it. This I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. They need to refurbish, redo, whatever. This offensive line, man, in the off season, regardless of how they finish, because I don't trust these boys. I don't trust these boys.
We see how it plays out.
Best thing they can do with Trevor, bro. They're gonna have to turn Trevor into a guard.
But
that's
see,
the only way we're gonna sell
even at that, his run blocking, he's still been getting beat up on that.
That's the best thing I can. That's the best thing I can say, CB. The best thing I can say, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You know, otherwise, right? That's the best thing we can do to salvage Wody. You understand? Otherwise, man, that's a bust. We lose out. I mean, we lose out completely. Let's see if he can play. If he can play guard, you understand? I don't know, bro. That's the best thing we can do, bro. Otherwise, man, he's just gonna sit on the bench, and I know that they ain't gonna take up his 5th-year option or nothing like that. But he gonna be taking up space for a minute, and he probably gonna be disgruntled and all that kind of stuff, thinking, you know, hey, look. I can leave and go someplace else where they appreciate me and all that, man. But you whack, bro. Wherever, if you doing that, what you're doing here, that means that's who you are. You understand? So you gonna go someplace else. They may make you better, or let me take that back, right? Or maybe we got a jewel in Trevor, and the coaching staff don't know what the hell they doing with it. Maybe some other coach can be effective.
We'll see.
You know,
you kind of breaking up, Uptown.
Technique and all that, because this offense shit, bro. Since why? And a lot of these cats was on it. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Okay, so that, I mean, as far as offensively, it basically wraps things up. We got the right to spend 40 minutes talking how we've been talking about the offense, because we hadn't been getting production. And I will say, just hypothetically, just say if Derek Carr turn things around, he's starting to look elite, bombing away, we're going to be happy. He's a New Orleans Saints quarterback, so we want the guy to play like that. So all this, you know, like I can't stand when people in our own fan base try to make it like, okay, now when he start playing good, I want y'all to have that same. We're not hoping the guy. He's a New Orleans Saint. We want the guy to play good, so we're not hoping the guy play bad. Like, what is we doing here? Is we wanting the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints to play good, or what is we doing? Having a debate to see who's right. Everybody want to sound so freaking right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and move on, but I can't stand when, you know, people do that. Everybody want to be right. This is facts. What's been said about Derek Carr and the offense is pure facts. It ain't no skirting around it. It's facts. He's been playing average. Andy Dalton's numbers after week 6 is better than Derek Carr's numbers, and it's facts. Go look it up. So we paying all this money to a guy, and that's what he's been giving us the first 6 weeks. The Uptown would love to see Derek Carr go out there and be elite, but he gonna be real and honest as well as me, and call out the real, which is he's playing average. 5 TDs in 6 games. What? Man, miss me with that. That's all I got for the offense.
Surprising, man. It was surprising that we can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. And like I echo everything you say, bro. You know what I'm saying? we want the man to do well. You know, we hope that the man will play better or whatever. Like, it has nothing, man, no personal gripe.
Fast. God, the guy, he's a good guy and stuff like that. I don't know the man personally.
You know, but I've seen what I
think your audio was going in and out, fam. But we can move on to the defensive side. I think your audio was out, but yeah, we can wrap up on the offensive side. Hopefully the offense come out tomorrow and play well. At the end of the day, we want a W, but we want to see this offense flourish the way it's supposed to. Okay, so defensively, let me read some numbers. What that offense is doing. Trevor Lawrence is questionable. As tight as the, you good? Oh, I think you're good. Okay, the AFC South, the way it's standing now, it's kind of tight. I don't know I think the Jags is leading the division right now. And then you got Anthony Richardson. He's out for the season now.
Yeah.
So the Colts is going to take a step back. You got the Titans. The Titans, they 2-4 right now. And I don't know what's the other team's record, but the Jacksonville Jaguars is projected to win that division. That's just being honest. So I'm pretty sure Trevor Lawrence is going to come out there tomorrow and play. If he's questionable, he's going to play. I doubt they would have ruled him out if he wasn't going to play. But, excuse me. Their pass offense is ranked 11th in the league. So they basically got a top 10 passing offense. Now, how our defense been playing, our secondary, we've had a couple times where we've been letting guys get out, but for the most part, we've been keeping things tame, in our secondary. So hopefully that's not an issue tomorrow. Their run offense is ranked 15th in the league, so that's about halfway in the league. So they got an average run game, top half of the league in their rushing attack. So their offense is pretty solid, as a whole. As far as our defense, the way we come out, I believe, we're going to have a lot of energy coming out defensively. I believe our defense is going to show up. Defensive line. Uptown, you in here twice, fam. I see you getting things together. But I believe our defense is going to show up tomorrow. Lattimore was giving up a few plays against the Texans. I think he's going to rebound. Yeah, I can hear you, fam.
Can you hear me, CB?
Yeah, okay. I can hear you, fam.
Yeah, you can continue. Continue doing what you're doing. I'm my bad. Go ahead on, continue.
Yeah, the defense. Like I said, Lattimore. He was letting a few passes get off last week. I believe he's gonna, that kind of woke him up because he was, Cats was avoiding him. He was shutting it down. Had one of the top, forced completion rates in the league along with the Debo. I believe they're gonna get right this week. I believe the pressure's on the defense to perform, but like I said, they gotta have that back end support, which is the offense. But yeah, as far as defensively, man, I'm really not too concerned. And the thing that you're gonna have games. I don't care how great of an offense you are, how great of a defense you are. You're gonna have at least 2, maybe 3 games throughout a 17-game season where you're gonna look bad on that end. Maybe not too bad, but your key players every dog gonna have his day. I mean, and that's fast. Every dog gonna have his day. And Lattimore, he really wasn't getting toasted. Like, there were just a few plays that, he gave up that we hadn't seen at all this season. But and then with the Debo, had, some pass interferences on him. We can hamper down on the penalties as far as our defensive line. Like I was saying with Trevor Lawrence, this guy can use his feet. We already know the history of how we fare against guys that know how to use their feet. It's not good at all. So hopefully we get pressure back there on Trevor Lawrence. And we may have to send pressure to him. We know he got, he working with a knee, but he going to be out there playing. I believe that knee going to be just fine. So we just got to make sure to contain Trevor Lawrence. Calvin Ridley, he was like that in Atlanta. I believe Lattimore going to hold his own against him. Zay Jones, I believe he will be out tomorrow. Like I said, I hadn't looked at the final injury report because it got updated right before we got on, so I wasn't able to, look at it. But as far as they running back, Travis Eaton, that's the running back out of Clemson. That came out of Clemson. He a solid running back. We're gonna have to contain him, defensive line, and our linebackers. As far as our back end, like I said, I'm confident in the back end. The injuries, I seen the Mario on the injury report questionable. I believe he's gonna play. You got a 10-day, you got 10 days to get right. I believe he's gonna go out there, play tomorrow, and use these next 8-9 days to get his knee right. So I believe he's gonna practice 1 or 2 of those days, but yeah, he's gonna have a little break to get his knee right. So Uptown, what's your thoughts? I do Cam Jordan. I do want to say this. Shout out to Brian Brzee. Brian Brzee been holding it down. He's going to do nothing but get better and better. Carl Granderson, I want to see him continue to eat like that. I love what I seen last week from him. If he continue eating like that, we can possibly have our nets I say our next star defensive end, because with Cam eventually it's gonna go down. Cam, he hadn't been getting to the QB like that. It's kind of I'm not gonna really trip on Cam. Cam is gonna be here. He's gonna retire with us. He's not getting washed and beat up. He's not getting his ass kicked out there. No. Cam is getting involved in plays, good against stopping the run, and he's making his name known. As far as on the sacks end, he really hadn't been getting back there like that. But it's been like that with him a few years. He kind of get a late start. But I think defensively we're gonna be fine. We just gotta be sure to contain Trevor Lawrence.
I still think that people that whoever plays on the opposite end of Cam, I still think they benefit from him being who he is. Even at the age that he is right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but I echo much of what you said. I just don't like when Sean, and I don't know why that's like in Sean DNA now, bro. When he plays somebody that's bowed down completely, they have an embarrassingly bad game. He always seemed to struggle with these no-name wide receivers. I don't know why that is. And as far as the Adebo is concerned, Adebo need to execute better technique than what he be executing. He's too handsy, and I'm tired of him getting called for pass interference and stuff all the time. I'm getting sick of that now. Right. As far as Granderson is concerned, think about this, right, CB? We could have saved ourselves a lot of money, a lot of time, and probably had gotten
you breaking up, fam.
In the draft. Can you hear me?
You breaking up, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mic kind of stuttering and stuff is going in and out.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it's a static.
Still going in and out.
Yeah, it's a static to your mic.
Oh damn. Oh, let me see something. All right.
And Alontae Taylor was another name I forgot to mention. You know, he gotta play a little bit better as well. Some plays he was giving up. But yeah, far as a whole, I mean, defensively, I believe we're gonna take care of business if we can contain Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, if we having problems with him escaping the pocket, then that just open things up for them as an offense. So we can't allow that. Just read a few comments while MOD getting his mic ready. Shout out to Peace the Wolf said his offense can't be trusted to complement this defense. That's facts. That definitely ain't the case. The defense can't get no relief, and that's just what it is right now. And maybe that's kind of what's starting the friction. What Uptown talking about earlier with the friction going on, you know, possibly brewing up. And you got all this talent as a team. The defense shouldn't be carrying the load like this. This ain't that. This ain't that time. This ain't the, like, you know, when Breeze was here in 2014, when our defense was completely ass and we had to rely on Drew Brees and the offense to bail us out and to keep us in ball games. That's kind of what it is now, but I think it's worse on this. Well, no, it's just kind of about even.
Y'all hear
but
me?
At least go ahead, fam.
Okay. Oh no, I didn't want to get in the middle of you, man. But I can say this much, right? Is that, you know, that the defense, what DeMario and Cam and Marshawn and Alontae and Paulson and you know, the Honey Tiger, and everybody got to realize, right? Is that y'all under pressure, bro. Y'all are the ones that are gonna have to, you know, hold it down. I'm sorry, man. You know, that's the way that this team is going this season. The defense gonna have to hold it down and try and keep teams, man, you know, under 20 points or something, you know, even less than 20 points in order for us to try and win this season, man. Otherwise, you know, we done. You know, unless this offense, unless for some reason or whatever happens, right? You know, this offense catch on fire or something like that. But like I really echo much of what you said, CB. I don't really have any problems with the defense. And, you know, the only thing that I would be a little concerned about is us going up against Calvin Ridgely. He's very familiar with us, you know, and let's keep it real. When we used to play the Falcons, it seemed like he always used to have a good game, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and the ball is in the hands of somebody who I think is a little bit better than what Matt Ryan was, you know, especially, you know, at the end of his career. So they need to be careful, man, and make sure that Kelvin really don't end up hurting us.
Fact. Marshawn's gonna have a good matchup Sunday. I mean, why I say Sunday? Tomorrow night he's gonna have a good matchup.
Yeah,
Calvin Ridley, his route running is definitely like that. I just wasn't saying too much, you know, when he was in Atlanta, because that's division rival. But yeah, he like that with his route running. It's gonna be a good matchup.
And he has been known to give us some trouble.
Right.
That's just facts, you know. So they need to be careful with him. That other dude, I seen a couple of their games this season. That other dude, was Zay Jones. He has a propensity to drop the ball, and he also don't exercise. He don't use his feet very well sometimes too, as a wide receiver. I'm not saying that we should take him lightly, but he just don't execute good technique. So I'm not really scared by him too much. But I am a little worried about Calvin Ridley though, and I am worried about Trevor Lawrence. If Trevor Lawrence can move around and all that, because we don't handle mobile quarterbacks worth the damn anymore. So that's about it with the defense, man. I that's the one thing that I think I have enough trust in Dennis Allen to handle and not mess it up. And I think DeMario gonna play too, because to my understanding, DeMario Davis has never missed a game in his whole pro career. To my understanding, that he never missed a game, and the only game that he did miss was that game last season or the season before last. He would have played. So that's about it with the defense, though. CB, I know y'all tripping and stuff because we took a lot of time on the offense, but we had to because the offense is a damn mess.
And that's 85% of the reason why we're 3-3 is because of our offense. We're not putting points on the board. And by saying that, I'm gonna read out this injury report right quick so we can get an update. And I want to get on this kicker right quick. I really want to get on this because, okay, the Saints, Jawan Johnson, he'll be out tomorrow. JT is out. Landon Young, James Hurst, Ryan Ramczyk. Questionable is Tyron, DeMario, Lonnie Johnson. He special team got Jamal Williams. He questionable. I believe all those guys will be playing. For the Jags, Tyson Campbell, they starting cornerback, is going to be out. Devon Hamilton, he's out. He was they starting. Zay Jones, who you just mentioned, he going to be out tomorrow. He was a starter. Trevor Lawrence, questionable. The offensive tackle is out. I don't know if he was a starter, Walker Little, but I do know Brendan Sheriff. He's questionable with an ankle injury. So
okay.
We see what happened with that. But I just want to say this as far as what Blake Groupie. For the ones that follow me on Twitter, made a little video and I put a question out. Should Blake Groupie be on the hot seat? And I said absolutely not. And the reason I said absolutely not, I wasn't saying that like he's been playing that good. The guy has to step it up. He been shanking some kids as of late. So yeah, he got to get criticism. He got to step it up. But I was just listening to Nick Hill, his one of his shows he was doing, and he was saying usually how Sean used to do it, they bring in a group of kickers the next day if the kicker wasn't playing well, and then he was saying that Dennis, they may go that route, due to Blake Groupie, having a bad day, missing 2 kicks like that. But the reason I said what I said was, absolutely not. Like I said, it's not because he's been kicking good. Yeah, he got to get better. He got to improve. But if it weren't for Blake Groupie this season, even though he's a rookie and stuff, if it weren't for Blake Groupie, we would probably be 1-5 right now. Because we're gonna lose that Tennessee Titan game. If he would have been missing 3 of those kicks, how many field goals did he have to kick that game? 3, 4, 5. So we losing that Tennessee game if it weren't for him. And then week 2 we won that one, yeah. And then and even with the Panthers game, Blake Groupie, he's been honestly, he's been our leading scorer as far as putting points on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr isn't doing that. And that ain't trying to get. I'm not giving Blake Griffin no pass. He deserves criticism. He got to get his shit together. When you take Will Lutz out the room and bring in this guy, I know he's a rookie, and to me, I think it's kind of unfair that he ain't able to go through a little bit of growing pains. We have to rely on this guy to put points on the board, and the talent we got offensively. That's why the offensive side is so passionate. That's why we spent 40 minutes on the offensive side. It's because when you look at situations like this, now everybody running the Blake Groupie talking about, we need a new kicker. Like, what? Pete Carmichael still got his job after 6 weeks of putting up 1.9 TDs a game. He's behind that. You got a guy we just paid $150 million. Andy Dalton, through these 6 games, has put up better numbers than him. We talking about replacing the kicker. He got to get scrutiny. He got to get his shit together. That's fast, but come on now. Saying that we need another kicker, I think that's kind of going too far, provided what he has done for us. Now, if he was doing this while the offense was having success, then I can understand that. Rookie or not, you paid to do your job. You paid to take it, make your kids. Absolutely, you're paid to do that. You got to do your job. If you don't do your job, but that you got to stand on that with Pete. Got to stand on that with DA. They ain't standing on their own shit. So you gotta. That's the first part. Those guys are first. That's what stands out the offense. But that's all I had to say on that, man. But at the end of the day, Blake Groupie, he has to get better with his kids.
Let me say something about that. Can I say something about that too, right?
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say something right that might, piss some people off. Y'all might even try and say I'm being hypocritical because I said certain things about Derek Carr. But I don't blame Blake Groupie for none of that, because I literally think that he should not have been in any of those kind of positions in the first damn place. You heard me? Right. Number one, and number two, right? I think what happened to the kid is that the kid was feeling himself. And I think that what happened to him last Sunday is going to help him more than what you guys think. And let me tell you why, right? All these people talking about getting rid of Blake Groupie, right? They must have looked over, did not know, or did not even care about the fact that the week before that he was the special player of the week. Did y'all know that? He was the special teams player of the week that we played against the Patriots. I think what he was is that he got the big head. I think he got the big head. And was making his field goals. And I think that is going to humble him in the best way possible now. So he will know that he has to stay engaged in the game at all times. So absolutely not get rid of the kid. As a matter of fact, kid kick better than what, to be honest. He already, and I think if he keeps doing what he's doing, meaning he keeps getting serious and concentrating and do his job, I think we may have another good kicker on our hands. Now, as far as that
you went out again, Uptown. before you get back on, I mean, shout out to Jamal said that punter needs to go. Yeah, the punter has been doing this multiple weeks. Yeah, I think they pulled the gun too quick on Blake Gillikin. Number one with Blake Gillikin was a far younger punter. This Lou Hetley guy is 30 years old. But yeah, Blake Gillikin, young. I think he was 23, 24. I think they pulled the gun too fast on him. And the falls with Will Lutz, if they seen that this guy had potential, and I mean, I'm not arguing too much, against it at this point. I mean, because we had to rely on this guy a lot, and he's been coming through. Well, I mean, yeah, it's just been some times where he gotta get his stuff together. Been missing some kicks. Yeah, he gotta get back right.
Oh, I think.
Go ahead, Uptown. Yeah, I think Uptown's audio messed up, fam. But yeah, that'll basically wrap up the show. Like I said, I just wanted to put that out there with Blake Groupie. I know a lot of people, saying he need to be on the hot seat. He need to be criticized, just like every other player that doesn't have a good game or two. Yeah, he should get some criticism and go back out there. But as far as switching kickers, we really bringing that phrase up when we got an offensive coordinator that we've been calling, talking about switching for weeks, and he decides to go. It's different when it's a rookie. Pete Carmichael been in this business for over 15 years. Derek Carr been in this business. I think this is 10th season, 9th or 10th season. Like, come on now. But like I said, this is the way the show's supposed to go. We're gonna be real and honest. You want real and honest content. This is how tonight's show is supposed to go. Being critical, calling out what needs to improve. Not sitting here talking this dandy bullshit. Not talking that kind of talk, because we're not keeping it 100. We're not keeping it 100 if we do that. Everything lies on this offensive side. They gotta get their crap together immediately. If not, man, I'm with what Uptown was saying. We might just need to start, trading some pieces. And I say, maybe just try to move up in the draft. Maybe try to send somebody move up in the draft. We might really have to start looking at that, because if our ceiling is going to be, 9-8, even with me 10-7, I'm not satisfied with that. Because Mike Thomas, he's still getting open. Obviously, he's getting open. Like I said, I'm not giving up on the team or nothing. I'm not doing that. Like I said, by the halfway point, we're not at 8-9 games yet. At the halfway point, if our team is still looking like the way it's looking offensively, you got to consider that. And we're 4-4, 5-4, 5-5. Like, if we around that, like, what's the point? What's the point of keeping those players? And it makes me feel bad for Cam Jordan, but I know Cam Jordan gonna ride or die with the Saints. He loved the Saints. He loved what's going on in New Orleans. He just loved the city, so he gonna ride or die. But then at some point, who knows if he might have a change of heart. He probably won a Super Bowl for himself. He still got some juice left. So who knows if he might have a change of heart and be like, man, let me just go elsewhere and just finish out this contract I'm on and then hang it up. Who knows? So before it get to that point, like I said, 6 games in, it's not halfway yet. The offense gets a F. The offense gets a F, period, for the first 6 games. It's nothing positive. Besides AK gonna be AK. NT gonna be NT. Even Olave, he was getting off with Andy Dalton as the quarterback. And I'm gonna stop saying it like that, because from what we seeing with Derek Carr, he is the same version or less than Andy. That's just how it is right now. That's what the numbers say. The numbers tell me that. So, oh yeah, shout out Jerry. I said, yeah, first and last shot. If Derek Carr doing that, man, I mean, we should be getting this offense moving. Pete Carmichael definitely need to be doing that. But we'll see, man. Like I said, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tomorrow night, hopefully we get it together. We get to 4-3. Like I said, I'm not giving up on the season or nothing like that. Our defense is still a powerhouse to deal with. We got a top 10 defense. I believe the defense is eventually going to, once our offense start to improve, the defense got everything on their shoulders. So, I mean, you're out there more plays defensively, because the offense is going 3 and out and not putting points on the board. We get to the red zone, we're not scoring in the red zone. So the defense have to be out there more plays. So when we start giving our defense more breathers, that's even more energy they're going to have, more productive they're going to be, and they're going to start climbing into that top 5 range as far as a defense. But that'll wrap up tonight's show. Unfortunately, Uptown, had some audio issues. But far as tomorrow night, I said Friday morning, I got to get up very early for work. My work schedule is early in the AM. So I doubt I'll be able to do a post game. Uptown may get on here. I'm not sure, what his plans are. But I will get on at some point this weekend. Like I said, it's no rush because we got a break. We got a 10-day break that the Saints won't be playing. So, I got time. But yeah, by sometime this weekend, I'll get on and do something. If I don't go live, I'll put up a upload, just takeaways from the game. But that's basically it, Who Dat Nation. Just make sure you guys please like, subscribe. Follow the WDN Chatline podcast. If you guys want to make a donation, the cash out is hashtag WDN Chatline. You guys please show us some love. Once again, man, we appreciate all the WDN fans that's been tuning in, rocking with us. We appreciate you guys. And I don't know how it's going to be looking tomorrow night in the Superdome, whether it's going to be packed out or not. But if we lose tomorrow night in the Superdome, that's basically going to, I'll say this, for our home games, if we let another team come to the Superdome and beat us tomorrow, we need to stop going to these games. Let the away fans get this New Orleans experience. Let them fill up let them come to the Superdome. Saints fans, we got to put that pressure on the front office. There's just a lot of history with DA in the front staff, Mickey in the front staff, Heat in the front staff. It's a lot of history. But that's it, Who Dat Nation. Like I said, you guys please like, subscribe, follow the page. And by the way, it's still early in the night. I'm off tomorrow for work. I'm going to get a little Madden play in, so I'm going to hop on Madden in a few hours. You guys catch me. Come talk it up with your boy CB. And that's basically it, Who Dat Nation. It's the WDN Chatline podcast. And we out. Who Dat? For life.